we need to look at the representation of whole numbers. I think this is something that it's easier to do only if you know the two type of representation. We have place of value and we also have number value. So when you're answering this type of question, you need to understand the difference between the place value and number value. But before we go there, we also need to name them first before we go anywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my number down. So we have 4, 8, 3, 2, 7, 1. So these numbers, they have got different place value, and also these numbers, they also have different number value. And when we read this number, it's 483,271. So these are the representation of whole numbers only, because we don't have any number after this. So now I need us to name them. So this is your units. Okay, your units is the last digit on your numbers. And we also have our tens. I think for you, you all know that when you are representing the whole number, we must use the capital letters. So this one should also be a capital letter U. So we have units, tens, and then that makes these hundreds. So from hundreds, we also have thousands. Okay, and then from the 1,000, we now have 10,000s. Okay, so I'm going to use my 10,000s as double T. Okay, and then we also have from the 10,000, now we're coming to the 100,000s. Okay, so we have our units, our tens, our hundreds, thousand, 10,000s, and 100,000s. Then of course from 100,000, now we're getting to our 1 million. Now if the question says give us a place value, let's just say probably the question is asking you for a place value of 8. Okay, so what is the place value of 8? What is the place value of 8? We're not asking you for the number value. We're asking you for the place value. We said our 8s are represented by 10,000s, isn't it? We said our 8 is represented by 10,000. So the place value for the number 8, it will be 10,000. Okay, so let's use exactly the same number and we find the number value of 8. Okay, so the number value of 8 will be 80,000. Did you spot the difference? The difference is we need a place where 8 stands. It stands on the 10,000s. But when we say what is the number value represented by 8 in our questions is 80,000. You don't write 83,000 because we're not asking about 3. We're only asking about 8. Let's take another number and check it out. Let's look at the number value of 3. Right? Let's look at the number value of 3 in the same question, right? We said this is 483,271. So the number value of 3 in this question is, we said 3 is standing on the 1,000. So it's going to be what? It's going to be what? If it's standing on the 1,000, it means our number value of 3 will be 3,000. the easier way, when you're asked for a number value, just go replace all the rest numbers that are in front of that number, or else that comes after that number, with zeros. Then you write the number as is. Let's see if we have mastered the number value. Let's look for the number value of 4. What did I say? When they ask you for the number value, write that number first and then replace the rest with zeros. Okay, then you can see that the number value of 4 is 400,000. But if we ask you for the place value, then the place value of 4 will be, the answer will be written as 100,000. 100,000. Let's write one number and quickly just find out. So the next number will be 195,563. Okay, so we need to do the same principle, the same workings that we did. So whenever you asked about the place value or else the number value, you need first to label your numbers. Okay, so you need first to label your numbers. Whether we're going to say this is my units, we're starting from the right side. Please do not start from the left side. So you start from the right side where you say this is my units, this is my tens, this is my hundreds, this is my thousands, and this is my 10,000s, and this is my 100,000s. Okay, so let's assume that the question is saying give us a place value. Place value of, we have two numbers here, so I'm going to use the place value of 9, right? And we said 9 is standing on our 10,000. So the place value of 9 is 10,000. Okay, it's 10,000. Then when we're looking at the number value of 6, right? So the number value of 6, number value of 6. So the number value of 6, what did I say? Whenever they ask you for the number value, take that number first. Then replace the number that comes after that number with 0. Did you see how easy mathematics is? Mathematics is very easy. But actually, to take home, I'm going to give you at least 2 numbers, and then, let me just give you one number, 875,236. So 875,236. On this number, I need you to determine the number value of 5. Find number value of 5, right? And of course, you need also to find place value of 7. Okay, so this one, just to put it in the comment section so that we can see whether this lesson taught you something. So find the place value of 7. Here is our 7, and then you must also find the number value of 5. This is our 5. Just to recap, what did we say when you're finding the number value? Remember, the first thing that you should do when you are doing representation of whole number, first thing first, identify their position. Is this my units? Is it my tens? Is it my 100? Is it my 1,000? Is it my 10,000? Is it my 100,000? Then you label them on top with the letter. Only U for our units, T for our tens. Please note when it's whole number, we also use capital letters. So you need to pay attention to that. And then also, once you're done with that, when we are finding a number value, when we say number value of 5, remember we need it in digital format. We need it as a number. Therefore, you take that number 5, you write it down, and then you replace all the numbers that comes after that number with zeros, right? And then when you're done with that, for the place value, you have already find their position by naming them units, tens, hundred, and thousand. Then after, you need to just tell us whether is it standing on the 10,000, whether is it standing on the thousands, whether is it standing on the hundreds. Please note, when you ask for a place value and then you give a number value, you are marked wrong. Yes, it's okay, you give us 5,000 as a number, but we don't want a number value, we want a place. So pay attention to that, and see you again on the next video.